Hello and welcome to Mr. Winter's show. Today I've got with me JR.
Hi.
How's it going, JR?
Oh, it's cold. It's so cold. I'm not used to this weather, man. Honestly, it is horrible.
What kind of weather are you used to?
Oh, you know the one which is like 50 degrees and boiling. Like
Right.
yeah,
You don't get that in the UK much, do you?
yeah. Even your heat wave is like a pussy ass shit. Like it's like not actual heat waves, and people are dying here,
Yeah.
which is funny to me. But yeah, the cold. It makes sense why the English colonized half of the world. Thinking of it now because of it makes sense because this winter is horrible. I mean, they really did need it to branch out.
Yeah, we just need like holiday destinations. Yeah.
Yeah, just get all the Caribbean islands and all the nicer places to be like, ah yes, this is where we live now.
And to be fair, they got like a nice stuff in return. Like, you know.
There's so many nice
that.
things. Yes, there's so many nice things. I think their museums are filled with nice things for other places.
Absolutely. And we get to keep them all, and that's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's asking for them.
I mean, people are asking, but we're just ignoring it, really.
No, I said nobody's asking for them. So
Yeah,
it's like it's not like it's finders keepers, I guess.
Finders keepers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Losers sweepers.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is.
A lot of losers out there as well.
Exactly. Like 90% of the world is losers because you know the Brits ruled all of it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, people get a bit upset, but you know, someone's got to win, someone's got to lose.
Exactly. That's the luck of the draw, mate. That you gotta suck it in. It's what it is.
If it was the other way around, there'd be a lot of Gary and Stevens in like India right now.
Going like, we want our stuff back. You know, like just be like sad. But hey, to be fair, every empire colonized somewhere.
Yeah.
In history, like it's not like it's not like everyone's innocent. Like people from the Middle East, they ruled the world for a bit.
Oh, the Arabs are ruthless with it.
Yeah,
the Barbary pirates.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not like they're like washed off of the guilt. So yeah, everyone's just crying crocodile tears for me.
They're still doing it as well. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yemen is bad.
Exactly. Look, and they want to host a World Cup in 2030 to bomb Yemen more. So there's that.
I mean, so there are some plus sides to the Football World Cup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll get the money for it.
Yeah.
Money for the bombs.
I remember going into like a corner shop once and someone asked me, like the guy that asked me if I was from Yemen.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, Yemen. But genuinely, I look a bit like racially ambiguous, so I get that a lot.
I wish I was, but I have been confused for an Italian on the bus. Yeah. There was this, and the funny thing is that the guy who confused me for an Italian was from Pakistan.
Right.
And he was talking on the phone, and in Urdu he went like, "Mere saath ek Italian baitha hai," like an Italian is sitting next to me.
Right.
And I'm like, the fuck? Like,
You've been like
how?
you've been like red overalls and doing some plumbing at the time.
I did not, and I didn't even have a mustache.
No.
Exactly. Like I wasn't like, hey, and said
No.
nothing. I was just sitting there with this face. I think I had my hoodie on. That's about it. And even that doesn't look Italian. That looks terroristy at best.
Right.
So I don't know what that guy saw. But Pakistanis are weirdly racist. They will they're racist in a way that they will get your race wrong.
Yeah.
Like like it's when you walk out and a white guy will most likely see my face and call me Paki, which is fine because like I am from that place. Even if he sees an Indian, he calls him Paki. They're kind of like geographically in that region.
Yeah.
But a Pakistani will see someone from, let's say, Italy and be like, yeah, he's definitely from the Middle East. So
Right.
I'll just go like, Assalamu alaikum, brother. And that guy gets scared. So they're bad. They're really bad at that.
Just everyone looks the same to Pakistanis.
Exactly. Because they don't go out much. I mean, I'm like probably the only stand-up comedian from Pakistan who's doing comedy in English internationally. Like I like this Fringe, when I was there, I did not see I met a lot of Indians, a lot of Bengalis, a lot of Sri Lankans, but I did not see any Pakistanis. They were just too busy driving me around.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's where I met them.
Driving around or being slaves in Saudi Arabia.
Exactly that.
They can't do comedy there, but they can like.
They can be like, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Saudi Arabia Comedy Festival that happened, not many South Pakistani comics, but definitely they were the ones setting the whole thing up. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a culture for comedy, is it really?
It's like you. So it's very cute in the West, where the cancel culture is that, oh, you'll get banned from Instagram, your Netflix special won't go on. In Pakistan, you get cancelled permanently, like you get a
Yeah.
shot to the head or lynched by a mob who's there to listen to you do stand-up comedy. So
Yeah.
that's fun. Like I couldn't put my stand-up special up because it had so many things that I got flagged by YouTube from Pakistan. They're like,
Right.
oh, like you can't do it. That's why I'm here, doing random shit in front
So
of
you came to
random
the UK to escape the cancel culture.
Basically, yes. In a way that I get cancelled in a cute way rather than
Right.
the
Yeah.
other
you
way,
didn't get
because
to-
I do have like a lot of jokes that I want to do. Like I remember when my partner was pregnant, and then we both decided to do like this open mic where we both do dark jokes,
Hmm.
and I was banned from doing dead baby jokes ever after because but she went on and she went like, oh, this thing in my belly, it's cancer. And I'm like, oh, so this is fine and I can do dead baby jokes, like, and so
Yeah.
yeah, I have that video to show my daughter when she's 16 and she's choosing sides, so I'll be like, this is what she said.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that, but yeah.
Pakistan's not intentionally funny, but there are some funny things like the border thing where you get the military parades. That I've seen videos of that, and
That's
very fun.
hilarious. That's hilarious. I've actually been to a few myself because so fun fact, my dad was in the army, and
Which one?
the one that is ruling the country right now. But he retired as a colonel, so it doesn't count. Like
Okay.
like it's like
War crimes don't count at that
exactly. He didn't reach the war crime level. Like he wasn't included to that party where they'd be like, oh, come and plunder with us.
Yeah.
They'd be like, he was an open micer at best, like
Yeah.
for army level. He didn't go to the green room where they were like, yeah, this is where the massacre happens.
Yeah, he's not like
So
you can't hold him accountable. He's like got out of the game while it was good.
exactly, like he was like just about to get there, and then like otherwise I'd still be living in Pakistan with like
In a palace.
yeah, exactly, in a mansion with like 40 slaves of my own, and that'd be nice. That would have been nicer than this. But like that's the luck of like I said, luck of the draw. You can't complain about that. But yeah, Pakistan, in Pakistan there's a lot of things that are funny in retrospect. So if somebody observes it and says it out loud, people get offended by it. Like if you say, oh, the army is ruling the country, everyone will be like, oh, don't say that about our army. We love our army. It's shit, but we love our army. Like it is weird. Another, like, there are a lot of funny things that happen in Pakistan. Like one.
What's the deal with military coups?
Exactly. Like who's doing them? Is it Yemen? No, it's not. But that's what it is.
Is it a false flag by the Indians? Are they doing it?
Yeah, I mean that's what they say. It's raw. I mean
Raw. Like wrestling raw.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
It's like
WWE.
Undertaker and everything, like raw. But no, it's weird. I find it extremely funny that Pakistanis believe that the entire world is like like just there to bring them down. Nobody knows where Pakistan is, but they're like so sure that they are this big country that everyone has their eyes on and everyone is conspiring against them. That to me personally, from being from the country, is hilarious.
If we tried to bomb it, we'd probably miss.
Exactly, you wouldn't know where it is. Like you'd probably bomb India more than
we
Pakistan.
created it.
Exactly, like you were the ones drawing the lines all fucked up. But like,
You're welcome for that as well.
cheers, mate. Cheers. That helped us out really well at the end. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like nobody knows where Pakistan is. So it's like, but Pakistanis, they feel that everyone knows where they are. Like their last prime minister thought of himself as such a big thing that he thought that he's going to lead the entire world. He kind of like Trump in a way, like where he was like, oh, I'm going to bring world peace, and now he's in jail. Unlike Trump, he's in jail
I don't even know who the Prime Minister of Pakistan is.
right now.
Yeah.
It's the army, man.
Oh, the army is in charge. Yeah.
It's the army. Now they always have, the prime minister is just a verb. So there's a prime minister. It's not even a noun. It's a verb because that's an action. Because they get this weird dummy going like, oh, he's gonna say things that I have my hand up his ass and I'm
Right.
gonna make him parrot everything I say. So that it doesn't even matter who the prime minister is, as long as you know basically how the army is running the country. Everything is fine. I think that's what it is. But yeah, this entire part about the army needs to be cut out from the podcast. By the
Good.
way, yeah, because
We're gonna only release it in Pakistan.
exactly, it'll be like, oh, this guy. Because recently they had a thing in Pakistan where they're like, so people from who have just recently moved from Pakistan, and if they talk bad about the state, we will hunt you down. And I'm like, how? Like, you don't even have the money to get the visa, man. What are you talking about? It's a shit poor country. Like,
Well, I'll tell you how they come over on the boats.
oh,
There's a lot of that.
Oh, there's a lot of that happening. They can hire someone from the Reform Party to hunt people
Yeah.
down. That can happen.
That's the only way they're gonna do it. Yeah.
Probably, but yeah, that's what it is.
Um, Weirdly, China, it kind of does that stuff. I remember being at uni with a bunch of people from all around the world. There was a guy from Pakistan and a guy from India, and the guy from Pakistan was like an evil genius. We were all sat down just having a drink just at the table. There's two girls from China, and one of them, she doesn't speak English very well, but she's trying to talk about South China Seas and why it's important to them. And she starts getting really heated and keeps stumbling over words and keeps banging the table. And I'm trying to like change the subject and go, like Pokemon's fun, isn't it? And the guy from Pakistan just comes over and just goes, shh, no, let her go. Like, I can immediately see how India Pakistan gets to the point where it is when he's like, no, let's start the fight.
Yeah. No. Like, it's so here's the thing, Pakistan always pokes the bear.
Yeah.
Like they so India will be minding their own business. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about Pakistan. They have their own things to do. And to be honest, they have a far greater Muslim population than Pakistan. Like in
They got that dung festival to do.
exactly. So India is like in a bubble of its own. They don't give a fuck about Pakistan, but Pakistan somehow feels, like I said before, like they feel because they're so important, they'll be poking the bear. They'll be like bothering them, doing something, and then
Modi's a cunt.
Exactly, like he is. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a cunt, but they do make him to be even cuntier. Like he is a cunt for his own people, which is fine. Like they deal with their. Everyone has to deal with their own cunts.
Yeah.
Right. The UK has a pretty fair share of cunts.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's name them.
Prince Andrew, Nigel Farage, the Labour Party Prime Minister for some like how is he a reformist? The Pakistani chick, the from home.
Which one? There's a few of them.
No, what was that? What was her name?
Shabana Mahmood?
Yeah. She's from Pakistan.
Yeah.
She's a cunt. Like that's like she's one of the worst ones. But yeah, I mean, imagine being so racist that Nigel Farage goes up to you and goes like, "You should join my party." Like,
Calm it down a bit, mate.
and yeah, I'd be like, maybe stop it. It's like when ISIS told the Taliban to be like, just slow your roll, mate. Just slow. It is amazing, but yeah, no, it's what it is. But yeah, so India gets poked by Pakistan a lot, and then when India reacts to it, India's technically always the one reacting, and when they react, Pakistan certainly becomes the victim. And this is what most of the brown Muslim mindset is, that they will be the aggressor, and then certainly when they get attacked by anyone, they'll be like, "Oh, poor us! Look at us! This is what the world." They cry so much. Like, there's so much crying. Like, no wonder there's an entire sect devoted to crying called Shiaism, which in English translates to shite. Shiites or shites. My family's from that sect.
All right.
Yeah. They love to beat themselves. In not that way, but like flogging, kind of like Catholics. So they plagiarize that as well. So like it's all of it is just one big plagiarism. That's what it is. But yeah, like it's basically the thing about Pakistan is that if you kind of observe how every angle of the society works and how seriously they would like themselves to be taken, that in itself is funny.
Yeah.
So, like for instance, for the Pakistani cinema, right? So in the 80s, they were kind of competing with Bollywood.
Right.
Right, and they were like, "Oh, we need to, be on the map, entertainment-wise," and they had a dictator at that time, as most of the times.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And they decided to come up with this really funny movie. In their mind, they were being serious, but like I said, it's called Hitler.
Right.
So
Hitler.
Hitler, yes, it's a Punjabi movie
Right.
based in a city in Lahore called Gujranwala, and the movie is basically about, as the name suggests, Hitler, but not.
If he was a Scouser.
It was a Scouse.
Hitler, lad.
Hitler, come on, get me some chicken.
If Hitler was a Scouser in Pakistan,
Exactly.
rounding all the Jews up. and
Exactly.
just-
We like
yeah,
Hitler,
okay.
Basla. I was like, but he. So the funny thing about the premise of this is, and there were people in the writing room who thought that this would be a box office hit, and they thought that they would have a major thing. They wanted it to. They wanted.
I bet you could hear it when the streets are over.
Exactly.
I bet you it picked up on like the phone call centers, like people are like getting scammed and they're like, "What the fuck's that?" When someone from like across the road is shouting, "Sajid, we've done it! We've done it, Sajid!"
Yeah, I mean they wanted it to be their Oscar nominated movie.
Right.
Like they wanted to send it to the Academy. They were that sure, and they had two of the biggest stars at that time, Sultan Rahi and Mustafa Qureshi. So Sultan Rahi is basically the vigilante hero of Pakistani cinema in the 80s. He came in a very famous movie called Maula Jat.
He's Batman of Pakistan.
Exactly.
80s.
Yeah. He is.
Right.
Yeah, he's Batman of Pakistani 80s. Like, so it's Maula Jat. So Maula Jat fights crime, but it's kind of ambiguous. He's a vigilante, and now this guy plays Hitler. Maula Jat plays Hitler.
Good. Does he have the moustache?
He did. He does.
He does?
There's a poster online. It's hilarious. So and Mustafa Qureshi plays Hitler's son.
Good.
So, not only did Hitler did not kill himself,
Did they white up in the movie?
they had golden locks and everything.
They had golden wigs.
Exactly,
Good.
but brown skin. They couldn't. I
Right.
mean, how whiter can you get with this?
Yeah.
It doesn't work. And they didn't have Photoshop back then. It's
No.
the 80s. I'm pretty surprised that they had a cinema in Pakistan back in the 80s. So Sultan Rahi, Mustafa Qureshi is playing Hitler's son. So here's the thing: not only did Hitler did not kill himself, he moved to Pakistan of all places, in a very ambiguous city of Gujranwala, which is not even. So he could have come to Lahore, which is like 20 miles.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
So
He obviously moved to Argentina. It's just ridiculous. What is
Exactly,
it?
exactly. That's the premise, right? That's what everybody knows, that he goes to Argentina,
Yeah.
right? But no, they're like no, like they had history graduates sitting in that on the writing table. going
Hitler
like,
wanted to go to the center of the world.
Yeah,
Pakistan.
He'll go to Pakistan where there are no white people, there are no golden-haired, blue-eyed people that he wanted. And what Hitler does, the first thing, he starts procreating.
Yes.
It's just- he has a son,
Yeah.
and he changes Eva Braun to Eva Brown for some reason.
Right, good. Yeah. Good. I like that.
It's hilarious. And they have their item songs in the fields where they're like singing about Hitler. And the movie starts though with an entire documentary of the World War. Like it is
Right.
like a black and white
So this World War II according to Pakistan.
thing no, it's an actual documentary of like,
Right, okay.
but the guy narrating it is narrating it in Punjabi, so that makes it hilarious. That makes it like funnier because he's saying things that make no historical sense,
Right.
but they're showing historically accurate footage.
And they're very confident about it.
Exactly, that this is what happened.
So World War II, from the Pakistan perspective, is Pakistan's the centre of the world, and the Germans don't dare invade it, so they just invade like the smaller shitty bits around itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Hitler himself does not kill himself, and he just moves to this city, and then goes on to procreate. So this entire movie, and then Hitler dies eventually of
Oh,
natural
no.
cause, of natural causes,
Oh.
of natural causes, probably AIDS. I don't know, but like he just dies, and then it's his son's turn to make Gujranwala great again.
Right.
Like-
Good. Yeah. Okay.
And that's the movie. Like again, so the point that so Pakistan tries to take itself seriously, but it comes out with things that are like blatantly hilarious, and then if you joke about these things, they go like, well, "That's mean," is it?
I imagine you can do like some hack material in Pakistan. Like, is anyone not drinking fucking India's shit all, isn't it? And everyone cheers. Imagine you can do that. Like for half an hour.
There's a lot of low hanging fruit, like there
Like
is
mainly the gays.
that
Yeah, kill them as well.
exactly, like be so you can make fun of atheists, you can make fun of gays, you can make fun of India, you can make
Women
fun
driving.
women, you can make fun of women in any angle, shape or form, and
Education.
they love anything. Like you can make fun of all of the things that are kind of derogatory in a way. Like you can make fun
This
of
sounds fantastic.
you can make fun of like African people. You can say the N word on stage. Imagine saying that here. You can't even do it in an
And I've
open mic.
tried.
Like I tried ordering a drink which is called Negroni, but with my accent.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're trying to buy slaves.
Exactly. 50 pounds on that lot. But that's what it is. It is a wonderful country to be in if you are not someone wanting to do comedy. I feel like
Right.
if you just want to live your life, be in a bubble,
And you hate women.
and you hate women,
And
and
the
you
gays.
hate gays, and you hate the Jews, and
And Indians.
and Indians, and you love poverty,
And you love Hitler.
and you love Hitler, Pakistan is the place for you. Like
Right.
that's a postcard right there. Like
This is going to be like Reform Party conference next year.
yeah, just send them all to Pakistan. Like
Yeah.
you stop the boats. Just stop them at Pakistan. Like
Yeah.
just don't let them leave Karachi. Just stay there. I think that's what it is. But that's what Pakistan is all about. But it's fun. But there's a lot of like victimization and victim blaming in Pakistan as well. Like I remember like this thing happened to me. So like I was when I was in, I think, 7th or 8th grade. I was like as it happens to kids here, I was Prince Andrewed by someone.
Right.
Yes, I like how I used Prince Andrew in that context, but like I was Prince Andrewed.
So who did you touch?
What?
Like, we know what happened to
I
Prince Andrew.
was Prince Andrewed. I wasn't.
Oh.
I didn't say I am Prince Andrew in
You
Pakistan.
with the Prince Andrew E.
Yeah, yes. I was Jeffrey Epstein.
Right.
So by this guy who was working for us, and like so in Pakistan,
Oh,
like,
one of the servants.
one of the servants, yes, they're called Batmans. So
Right.
I was Epstein by Batman.
I imagine you get at least your hand cut off for that.
I
Or
mean,
more.
but no, like here's the thing. So because nobody actually saw that happening, because in
Right.
Pakistan that's the thing. Like you have to provide witnesses.
Yeah.
So you have to
I
do
know
it.
about this rule. Women is over 2/3 of evidence.
Yes. So you have to provide witnesses for being molested. And when you're being molested, when there's nobody around, it gets kind of hard to find witnesses. So I told my parents about it. And immediately they were like, "What were you wearing?" Because the immediate thought was that if I might have provoked with my sexy legs or something.
Right.
Like, what? I'm not even that good looking, but no, like it was probably the hair, because I still have good hair. That's one thing.
I thought you were going to say like a beard.
No, I was in the 7th grade.
surely
Imagine having I was in 7th grade, man. Like,
Because I thought everyone in Pakistan in the 7th grade has a full beard.
no, that's when they're born with beard, and then they shave it off, and then it comes back up when they go to ISIS for their graduation.
I'm glad you're saying it, not me.
And that's why I'm doing most of the talking.
Yeah, I'm safe. I think. I think I am.
For now, but
For
yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, man, what's it like in your world?
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of Prince Abdul's over in this country as well now. So it's kind of same.
Same.
A lot of shared experiences. I imagine it was a servant, but he probably wasn't in a hotel at the time, so that's the only difference, really, isn't it? Oh god. Where are we going with this? The Chinese girls back in university. So they were shouting about South China Seas, and I looked into the news, like, and what was going on, and China is very like when people leave China to go to another country, a lot of them end up getting involved in institutions like scientific or government institutions, and then giving information to China.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of like that kind of spying that goes on, and like stealing of intellectual property as well. Like
Right.
the universities have got a lot of Chinese students in them. The science research institutes do as well. So there's a lot of this. But I imagine it's not the same for Pakistan. They're not like go and get information or
And
bring stuff back.
they just believe in what they see online. So anything. So WhatsApp groups are being made fun of in the rest of the world, where any disinformation that's coming is from those WhatsApp groups where these boomers are sending in misinformation.
Yeah.
In Pakistan, that's law. Like if they're sending something, that means that that's going to happen. Like, I remember like during the COVID during the COVID situation, everyone was like, "Oh, this is just a Western propaganda. It's this is made by the Jew," even though it was made in China. Like everybody knows it was made in China. It's literally what's called at the start the Wuhan virus. Like I don't think
The
there's
Kung
I don't think there is a Wuhan in Israel, is it?
No.
Like not that I know of. And everyone in Pakistan was like, "Oh, there's nothing gonna happen." Even the prime minister at the time was like, "Oh, this is just like the flu. Nothing's gonna happen. Everything's gonna be fine. Stop panicking." The world shut down. Pakistan shut down about 2 weeks after. And I remember one of my neighbors who used to go to the mosque every day and pray like in public, because they're like, "Oh, this is a big thing." They just want the Hajj in Makkah and the masjids or the mosques congregations to stop. That's what so they devised an entire conspiracy around COVID, that this is
Right.
what they want to stop. And the guy who went to the mosque every day, after 3 days of going, he got sick and he died of COVID. And he
Right.
was like, "This is fake." Like he died of the thing that he said was fake.
Right.
Like, so there's a lot of like weird angles, and so there's no research.
No.
There are people who are saying things like, "Oh, if COVID actually happened, why aren't people in Pakistan are dying because they live so close by each other and everybody's on top of each other? This is the vast. Why are people only in Europe dying? Why is this happening?" And they had India and Bangladesh right next to them to see that how many people in those countries have died, which is
And that's just the street food.
densely pop. Pakistan, they did not die. Even COVID was like hands on hips and going like, "Am I a joke to you?" Like they were like, "What?" Even COVID was surprised that not enough Pakistanis
There's a lot
died.
more insanitary things that could kill them than COVID.
Exactly.
They've survived worse than that.
They had suicide bombings. Anyway, so like it's Allahu Akbar. But like that's what it is. It's Pakistan. It's a funny country. Like you can and then when they didn't die during COVID, their ego expanded to the nth degree that, "Oh, we are the chosen ones." Like
Right.
like we were left, we were spared. And to be honest, like the only reason COVID didn't happen that vigorously in Pakistan is because nobody in Pakistan does any research or keeps any record. So there were
Right.
people dying. It's just that because our entire strata of gathering information is so shit
Yeah.
that they just did not know.
And if someone dies, there's plenty of reasons it could have been.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Heart attack. Oh, really? She is 23 and had died of a heart attack. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a woman speaking her mind.
Exactly.
What did they think was going to happen?
Exactly. So it'll be like, it's all right. Probably her husband beat her to death. That's
Doesn't count.
yeah.
That's fine.
That's actually okay.
That's normal.
Did he have witnesses? No, he didn't. It's
What was she
fine.
wearing?
Exactly. Were there short shorts? No, never mind. But, so the Pakistan, like again, research. So I was teaching, for most parts in Pakistan when I was doing comedy as well.
What do you
Because
teach?
yeah, I taught history.
You taught history?
Yeah.
Good.
I taught history, which was fun because every time I would do a bit of like lessons around history where things would get a bit dicey.
Right.
It would always be around religion or God. I remember once talking about the Armenian genocide,
Right.
which happened in the First
They're
World
like,
War.
we don't believe in that.
And they're like, what that doesn't happen. I was like, yeah, your beloved Turkish Ottoman Empire did that. And they're like, no.
No.
And I was like, yeah, that is what inspired Mr. Hitler to do his genocide later.
Yeah.
And then I had this book which is called Islam and Nazi Germany,
Yeah.
where they conspired together to be like,
They are very
we
hand
will
in
kill
hand.
the Jews together,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, no. And I said, yeah. And then I told them about
Also,
how.
do you not just explain to them, if you look to your left, you'll see a copy of Mein Kampf that we have in every classroom.
Exactly. Like, it's like, go to the library and just see Mein Kampf on the section of history. Like, it shouldn't even be fan fiction, but it's there. So you could get Mein Kampf at any bookstore, and that was the funniest thing, because it's like, here's a like man going off on a rant, and they have his book on, but anything that questions the idea of human evolution or just the idea of societies developing, those are banned.
Right.
But Mein Kampf is like the bestseller in Pakistan. Like that's why he came to Pakistan
Yeah.
to promote his book. Maybe the movie was onto something.
Right.
It's like Hitler came to Pakistan with Mein Kampf, and everybody was like, "Oh, we sold.
Yeah.
This is the greatest book since the Quran." Like it's like that's what we want. But yeah, it's what it is. But yeah, so research in Pakistan is like absolute shit. Like they just don't believe in it. If you try to tell them about history and be like, oh, you have to research different resources, who are you talking to, who is saying this, what is bias, what is like historical accuracy, what is fact, what is fiction, none of that. It's just, he said this, cool, he said this, we don't like it, we don't believe.
Ben Jod.
Yes, exactly. He's a banner jod.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, the thing is that most of the people who are in the academia in Pakistan, they actually believe in all of the conspiracy theories.
Right.
So them and the reformists and the MAGA movement would get along really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone was fearing Trump's re-election.
Yeah.
Pakistanis were kind of willing it on.
Yeah.
They wanted Trump to come. So it's like the Upside Down Pakistan. It's Stranger Things live.
Right.
Basically. And there is no 11. There is no savior. They just like the Upside Down.
Yeah.
I mean, there is like, everyone is like, yeah, we're all gonna die at the end and go to heaven anyways, so this is okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's good.
Yeah, Hitler was nice. All the genocides.
Bin Laden, he's my neighbour. He's fine.
He's fine. He lived right across the street, and we liked him. There were sermons on his death where they were like, he's a martyr. Even the prime minister at the time, who's in jail now, was calling him a martyr. So, and then Pakistanis were like, why does everybody hate us? What did we do?
What did we do?
So they do everything wrong, and then suddenly become the victim because they're like, oh, the world is conspiring against us.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong.
Islam's fun, isn't it?
It's super fun, man. I think Islam is the funniest shit that has happened since Judaism.
Absolutely.
I think even skip Christianity. I think Islam is fun because they took everything that Judaism had, and they just put the self-hatred of the Jews into it. So the Jews hate themselves, right?
And the Muslims like, we agree.
We agree. We hate you too. So I think I am surprised that Israel-Palestine is happening. I honestly am surprised because they hate the same thing.
Yeah.
Themselves. So they should actually be having an orgy. Like the Gaza Strip should strip and be be like a fun place. But I blame the Muslims for that, honestly. I think Islam could have been the funnest thing to have happened. The thing about you're allowed to have 4 wives. You can wear clothes that are up till here for men. So you have ankle bracelets and stuff.
Yeah.
You can grow beards as long as you want. So Goths would have loved it.
Yeah.
Right? What else? You can dye your hair. So imagine all the woke people, blue hair, purple. It's their thing. You can hold hands with other men.
So the gays love it.
The gays love it. It's not out in the public, but like you can hold hands with each other. Like a man and a woman in public can't hold hands, but two men walking,
Does that just make sense?
it's everyone should have loved it, but they just had to up and ruin it for everyone. They like here's the thing. Islam could have been the best thing to happen to comedy because it allows you to joke about everyone. It's a joke on itself. Like one of the Prophet's followers, who was a big fan of the Prophet, he was also one of the people who did the azan. I don't know what do you call it in English? Like the call to prayer,
Yeah.
right? Where they go like Allah, the loud thing when the
Yeah.
loudspeaker, right? He was African. He was from Ethiopia,
Yeah.
and in Arabic he was called Bilal Habshi, which basically translates to Bilal the
Yeah.
like you know how what was his name? Yeah, like Mark Twain gave
There was this one guy called Jim,
exactly, and Jim had a first letter to his name,
which was
the N word.
Yeah.
He was the drink that I can't order.
right. Yeah.
Right? So Bilal is the
Yeah.
in. So that's what it is, and it's like how can and they have roads on it like it's like Bilal Habshi, so that like loosely translates to calling him out in public, going
Yeah.
like and I think that's funny. So Islam is
It's
very
still
funny.
like that as well. I remember reading Ayan Hirsi book, and she was like, she moved from Somalia to Ethiopia, and the whole family were like, God, I don't like these Ethiopians. They're a bit dark, aren't they? Jesus, we're better than them.
Pakistanis hate Bengalis because of that they're darker. Like, what are you talking about? Like, here's the thing. I was considered white
Right.
in Pakistan, which was a bad thing for me, considering that I have finally moved after 35 years. Now I'm finally understanding how brown I am,
Right.
looking at other white people,
Yeah.
like what white actually is.
Yeah.
So I was in a bubble at myself. So like Pakistan created that bubble for me where because the people acknowledge that I'm white, I was kind of feeling superior. And now I feel like, damn, I was lied to my whole life. Like that's sad. Like I had developed the white man's burden in Pakistan because I was like, oh, I need to be nice to these people.
Yeah.
And I moved to the UK and I find out that I actually am the problem because I moved because of my partner being related to a white woman, her grandmother, and my great grandfather fought for the British during the First World War. So all this comedy about ditching on white people, I am the problem. So
Yeah.
like it's funny, it's weird, but yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, the funniest thing so far is the fact that I am realizing how brown I am after 35 years of my
Was it
life.
right after you got out of the airport?
Exactly, like not really, because I got down in Manchester and everyone's browner than I am. It's Manchester. It's when I arrived in Liverpool that I realized that yeah, there are white people here.
Yeah. I mean, the Azan in the UK is just like the Birmingham alarm clock.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Exactly. So I didn't feel weird in Stoke because there were too many brown people. So I did feel whiter than Stoke. I did feel whiter than Birmingham. I did feel whiter than Manchester. But Liverpool is when I really, really... Even Milton Keynes was browner than I am. So there's that. So even in England, they're like, I can live in those bubbles. But
Yeah.
I choose to live in Liverpool because I want to stop with the lies.
Just stop the lies.
Yeah. I wanna be okay with the fact that I am ugly.
Right. Well, Islam's fun.
It is.
It's very opposed to change in any way, and that's all from like the idea of like shirk and
Shrek.
Shrek.
Yeah.
What's the idea of Shrek in Islam, JL?
Shrek basically is that you can't have the donkey with the Shrek. Like Shrek
Yeah.
in itself has to be it.
He has to stay in his swamp.
Yeah.
He can never move out of his swamp.
No. And
To
if
move
he
out of the swamp is anti-Shrek,
yes,
and you don't
yes,
want to do that.
Yes, and that would cause the Shrek law to be, dismantled. So
Yeah.
you don't want Shrek law to be dismantled by associating someone with Shrek. So
Yeah.
if there's donkey with Shrek, that is bad.
But also, they don't like the donkeys, and they want to kill all the donkeys, really. And they don't like the way the donkey has the little hat, and the donkey is supposedly the favourite of all God's creatures.
Yeah.
They don't like any of that, and even the trees will hate the donkeys, and the trees will come out and say, "There's a donkey there, fucking kill him."
Oh, there's a lot of animal hatred in Islam. Like
Yeah.
they, on the day of judgment, apparently, all the pigs will be rounded up and be slaughtered. I'm guessing that's where the bacon will happen.
And that's animals and women who like disobey.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and they will be made into bacon as well. But the funny thing is that so all the animals that are in this world who have some disposition will be hated on, but imaginary animals in Islam are created to be revered.
Like the
So
unicorn from Mecca.
exactly, like I was like you really went there. Like I was really going to that part. Like the prophet went on a unicorn.
Peace be upon him. Well,
Sure, you want to add that? Be my guest.
Peace
But
be upon the gay man.
exactly,
The first Irish drag queen.
yeah. Who went to a cave with another man for 40 days and be like,
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Like, just praying on my knees.
Just praying on my knees and bowing my head. So,
This podcast really can't come out, can it?
what?
This podcast really can't come out.
Oh my God, it can't. It just can't.
Anyway, so the Prophet Muhammad's unicorn.
Yeah, so Prophet Muhammad's unicorn is the most revered imaginary thing in the world. Like it is, because here's the thing. Whether we like it or not, Islam is the most followed religion in the doldrums of every society that is
And we don't like it.
and we don't like it, and it's underprivileged societies that go like, oh, let's follow Islam because we have nothing else to go for. This world is shit. We don't have anything going on for us, so let's look at the hereafter. Let's look at all the 70 virgins that we're gonna get. And also remember that the prophet rode on a unicorn and went up till the seventh heaven, which isn't that a store, like in some places.
7-Eleven, yeah.
7-Eleven, yes. So the seventh heaven, 7-Eleven, I don't know. Maybe they rebrand it.
Yeah.
But
You went to 7-Eleven and you started getting work there.
exactly, and we like self checkout. No, I'm gonna get God to check me out.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, you the man. So he goes on that unicorn, and everybody believes it. Like it's a thing. People in Islam, there's a faction in Islam which goes like Islam and science, and then they have to explain the mirage, and the amount of somersaults they do in explaining that scientifically. They should have abs, like they should
Yeah.
have six packs, like they do those somersaults so hard trying to explain. No, it was basically, if you look at physics and look at science and look at these, there's so many animals that science hasn't discovered, so maybe it was one of the rare creatures in Makkah, a desert place where they what? How did he survive? Like, how did that animal survive? How did he grew wings enough to lead? Like, we don't have rockets that can go beyond Mars without breaking. Like,
This is why we don't educate the women. That's why.
exactly. And
Another
certainly,
question of things.
yeah, exactly. And certainly, this unicorn is the thing, and they will believe in that unicorn. But ask any person from the Islamic jurisprudence about dinosaurs, and they'd be like, "Nah, that's fake."
It's amazing.
So they don't believe in dinosaurs.
This actually goes back to previous podcast with Sam Alexander. There's this lady who is a intellectual heroine called Candace Owens, and she believes many things. Michelle Obama is a man. The French president's wife is a man. But dinosaurs were not real. That's the latest thing she's got on it. And I'm just saying, maybe Islam has a point about not educating the women, because it's a bit mental.
It is. But on the French president thing, I think he's a pastry. I don't think he's a man. Cause
You think,
because he's macaron, right? And that's pastry.
boom, that's
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah, no, right. It's like, that's my dad joke, sponsored by the Jews. But like, don't they own all the pastries?
I mean, if they want to sponsor it, absolutely go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I would love the Jews to sponsor me. But here's the thing, like the Islamic jurisprudence again.
Not the Jewish prisons.
Yes, the jurisprudence believes in these mythical creatures more than the reality of science and everything, and they'll be like, oh no, that doesn't exist, but this flying horse shaped like, oh, and in some there are truck art in like various areas, and even art, Islamic art, where they have depicted this thing as half woman, half winged horse. So the only time the Prophet actually rode a woman is when he went to heaven.
Because the rest of the time, he was getting rode by men.
Yes.
There's that story, isn't it, about the tribe of people where he takes like one of his followers with him. They meet like the tribe of people. He draws a circle in the sand and says, "Don't move out that fucking circle."
Yeah.
And then he goes off with the tribe of people, and he's just getting banged out by them.
That's how Bukkake happened. It's like that's
Right.
that's.
You explain that story better than me. Do you know it?
Yeah, no, I don't. I kind of like went out of that Islamic class when that was
Right.
happening, because I was like that I'd rather watch porn.
Right.
This is too much. But like there's so many of these things that happen.
So you're like a ex-Muslim as well.
Technically, yes, because it's part of. So the funny thing is that I was part of a sect, like the Shia sect, growing up, and they have a very different variation of understanding the Prophet, where he is the most revered person. He is the reason why this world was created, and then his family is what we need to look at as a right example of us to live our lives. So it's all Muhammad and then 12 other people and then his daughter. So it has the entire encompassing. So her daughter is revered to the extent of like she is an intellectual.
A woman who can read, it's incredible.
Exactly, and she is an intellectual being, so you can't question her. So Shias, in a way, there's a lot of like left wing feminist studies on Shia Islam, because there's a lot of like feminist angles to the fact that Karbala happened, and then when all the men died, the women like kind of like went and then they stood up to the oppressor, and then they were the ones who were doing the right things, and they were the ones who were. So it's a very feminist angle to it. So it's very like matriarchal as well. So that's one angle that a lot of Shias go like, oh, so all of this patriarchal, misogynistic Islam is coming from the Sunnis. So that's where they differ. But they have their own misogynistic angles as well. Like, for instance, there's an incident where the Prophet went up to his daughter and went like, oh, I've chosen this guy for you to marry. And she doesn't say anything. And he goes out of the room and tells everyone that, oh, her silent means yes. And that's the matriarchal version of Islam.
That's the feminist version
exactly,
of Islam.
that's the
Yeah.
feminist version. So imagine what the non-feminist. That's where the education is bad.
Islam means yes, yes.
Yes. So silence means yes. Imagine that being done in the court of law, and somebody going like, "She said nothing."
Yeah.
So that's a go.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
So yeah, she said nothing. So that's where the hypocrisy of that sect also comes across. And with Shiaism, what happens is that you get really delved into the nitty gritties of the other sect as well. So it didn't take me long to call bullshit to both and be not that sort of inclined to either. So I think by the time I was 17, 18, I was like, yeah, this is not for me. Which was very difficult because you can't openly say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would it's a simple death sentence. Like if you so
it's the simplest part of law.
yeah, it's like, oh, so if you go outside of Islam, you're basically supposed to die. And then there are people who go like, no, but they give you 3 tries and they ask you to reconsider. And I'm like, okay, what happens after 3 tries? Like what if someone says, okay, fine, I'll give it a go. I'll give it 3 tries, whatever that means. What does that even mean? But yeah, after all of those tries and talking to the people with religious knowledge, because you don't have religious knowledge, you didn't come across this decision based on knowledge, it's all emotion.
Yeah.
Because God would never let you go astray. It's the devil that's doing it, which is convenient. Every time
Yeah.
you think of something else, it's the devil doing it. But the all the nice things happening in the world is because
Yeah.
of God. Also having, genocides and the world hunger and poverty and all of the kids dying of AIDS. Like that's God,
Mm.
not technically God, because that's where the devil comes in.
Yeah.
But suddenly all the nice things. Oh, the rainbow in the sky is God, and he still hates gays. So I don't
Still
get.
hates gays, yeah.
I don't get that. He's merchandising for the gays,
Mm.
and he still hates them. So, but yeah, so like Islam and with Shiism and all of that, what I'm trying to say is like they kind of mesh it into a lot of various angles where they just feel that you should not be able to think what you want freely.
Mm.
And that's where the surprising angle comes in.
That's why they're all in the Labour government as well.
Exactly. That's why they want to be, stopping the immigration and extending the ILR or whatever it is to 10 years, because that's what Islam is like. Stay in it for as long as you can.
Yeah. There's a lot of religious Islamists in the UK, like Ali Dawa, Muhammad Hijab types that doing that stuff as well, like trying to attack ex-Muslims and try to convert people, all these Dawa kind of people. It's a bit much.
Yeah, it is, because they're like overdoing it. Because here's the thing, there's one thing of being an extremist where you're just simply going like, okay, I'll use violence. But I find these kind of people the worst, because they're the ones who are doing the most of the somersaulting that I've been mentioning.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones who will be able to go
Stop with the talking and
Yeah,
converting. Just fucking kill me.
Exactly. Just do the thing you want to do.
Yeah.
Because that's what they want to do. At least with ISIS and Taliban, I know that they hate me and they want to kill me, which is fine. Because either way, they would want to kill me. Because if I were a Muslim, I'd be a Shia Muslim, which for them is
kill 'em.
I'm an infidel.
And then if you're an ex-Muslim, kill him.
Exactly. So I am on the kill list regardless.
Yeah.
Which I can respect. But with these first of all, this is an oxymoron. There's no such thing as a liberal Muslim.
Yeah.
Because if you're liberal, you will live and let live, and you will let people do whatever. You won't call them to debate.
Mm.
And debate is the most toxic form of human communication there is, because you're always trying to win. That's why comedy is the least toxic, because you're not trying to win, you're just trying to bomb, kind of like ISIS.
Right, yeah.
So,
They're funny fellas.
yeah, no, that's what it is. We're just looking for the next big laugh, right? Yeah. We're just trying hard to entertain an audience that doesn't even want to be there in the first place. Yeah. Like they're like, the cool stuff is way too expensive. This is a free night. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Like literally. That's what it is. But with all of these things where people talk about Islam and these liberal Muslims bringing in ex-Muslims and wanting to converse with them and wanting to see their reasoning, it's a brick against like a rock situation. Neither of you are going to get through. Like I can sit with whoever is on the other side and I can give my rationale of, hey, I didn't like the violence. I didn't like the over-intention around women where they are just objects. I didn't like the fact that Islam uses a lot of back-channeling when they're talking about God and the devil and the angels. And I didn't like the whole setting up of the story that where God was creating man and the angels question God. But angels don't question God. So where did that question come from? Was it God questioning himself? Like I don't like any of that shit. So I'm pulling away, but they'll be like, no, you're reading into it wrong. Okay, fine, I am. That's my thing. Let me be. But that's where the problem is. So even if like ex-Muslims who go to these debates and trying to, neither of you are convincing each other, because you're both standing your ground. So there's no point to this discussion anyways. You want to believe in Islam, you want to believe in a dystopian world, you want to believe in a world where men are everything. Sure, follow Andrew Tate as well. Like, just be my guest. Fill your boots in. But not for me. Like, I'm not going to be like that. And if somebody's going to be like, oh, let's try to... you can't. There is no symbiosis between this ideology and this ideology. And one of the reasons why so many extremist right wing white supremacy is happening is because of these liberal Muslims who are going like, we can live together but also build me a mosque.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. You want a mosque? Go back where you came from. Like,
Right.
it's like,
Well,
that's,
I'm glad we got to that place.
it's like you want something that was in your country, stay in your country and have your mosque and your religion. Because here's the thing: if you want to integrate into a society that does not abide by your religion, then shut the fuck up. Like
Yeah.
it's as simple. Because you left your country for a reason. You left your country because there was an overstifling of religion. You were completely isolated as a human being. You had no opportunities economically. You felt that you could not breathe. And now you go into a foreign country and you are asking for all of these things there. That does not make sense.
Mm.
It does not. Like, you need to make sure that you have a white person come to your country. If a white journalist comes who's a woman, you will make sure that she covers her hair, right? Because that's your custom. And she abides by it, which is fine. But then why do you expect special treatment when you go outside and nobody gives a fuck about you?
You're sounding a lot more like Reform now, JR.
I'm always like, I literally have been called by certain respectable members of the audience at my shows in different places going like, yeah, I think Nigel Farage would be lucky to have you.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I don't like the guy. But here's the thing, it's the problem is this, that a lot of things that these, as someone who hates Islam so much, me, I sometimes find myself agreeing with what the extremists on the white side are saying, and that's a sad reality. And that's what it is. Like, that's where because I have actual, like I said, like, I think I made this joke in one of the places that I was like, when I hate Islam, it's from a lived experience.
Yeah.
When you hate Islam, that's racism, because you like, I know the nth degree of what it is. So that's the funny bit, where yes, and sometimes I do kind of find myself teetering between, should I go to that extreme and be like, man, this guy is racist. Like, it's like, but that's what it is. Like, a lot of people go like, oh, but Islam gave the world this and that and that and this, and I'm like, they never did. All the people in Islam who did the inventions during the supposed golden age were either heretics, were either exiled, or either killed, because they were not part of the main fabric of
Because they
Islam.
were doing Shrek.
Exactly, they were doing Shrek. They were
You can't
adding
do
the,
Shrek.
and you can't do Shrek. They were adding the donkey
Yeah.
to the swamp, and you can't do that.
No, you have to kill all the donkeys.
Exactly.
Get rid of all those fucking donkeys.
Yes, I love how that came together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can't joke about it either. You're not supposed to joke about. You're not supposed to joke about the old Prophet Mo.
You can't joke.
No,
You just can't joke.
especially not Prophet Mo though.
No, Momo is like off.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make fun of the fact that he married like, here in this day and age, when Jeffrey Epstein, Trump, Prince Andrew, like every 60-year-old man,
Prophet Mo's up there with them.
he was the star. Like, he might have had an island of his own.
He was an OG.
He was the real thing. No, but you can't say that. People go like, oh no, but that was a different time. Women had bigger breasts back then. No, they did not. Like, they did not have those surgeries back
No.
then. Like, they weren't part of the Kim Kardashian angle or the Desperate Housewives of Louisiana or whatever the fuck that is. Like, it's just what it is. But yeah, you can't joke about him. You can't call him Prophet Mo, for starters. You
No.
can't call him Momo either. You have to say the entire thing and be respectful to that entity, because God chose him, and God chose him to be a certain way, and that was his way, and they can't even draw pictures of him.
You can't accuse him of being gay.
You can't accuse him of being someone who likes kids, even though he married one. You just can't. So, like, there's so many angles as a comedian who's doing, and that's where this is what boggles my mind. There are so many comedians coming up in Pakistan, in other regions, who are actively identifying as Muslims. And suddenly, when it's time for them to make jokes,
Mm.
they just can't. They won't go there. They won't make fun of Saudi Arabia. They won't make fun of the army. They won't make fun of the prophet. They won't make fun of the any angle that supposedly links to this weird sort of cabal of understanding that, oh, these things happened in history. They won't make fun of the prophet's followers or their supporters or anyone, even though they all had something funny. Like I remember there was this history book that I was reading on Islam, which had this scene depicted of a fight
Mm.
where this warrior of Islam got so jacked up on adrenaline of fighting a war against infidels that he had to urinate in public to let himself go, because otherwise his bladder would have burst.
Mm.
And that was shown as a sign of bravery.
Right.
Whereas I thought that he had prostate cancer. Like, it was just weak bladder.
But also, it's hard to show that off as like a sign of bravery. It looks like you just like really don't want to die.
Exactly, you're like scared shitless.
Yeah.
They peed your pants.
Yeah.
And, but the language around it was so like, oh, he did this, and I'm like, shit, that was bad. But that's what it is. The pivoting of it all is so good. Like Momo had to fight wars, but he never fought wars.
Mm.
He had to kill people, but he never killed people. He was so kind to women, but he called them dumb to their face. Like there's this entire thing where he's going out for Eid prayers and he sees a couple of women working. And while he's on his way to Eid prayers, which is a happy celebratory occasion,
Mm.
he stops in front of those women and goes like, "You will be the engine of hell." And they are like, "We're just kneading some wheat, man. What did we do to you?" But he said that to them, and that's a hadith now. That's quoted by Sahih Bukhari, going like, the Prophet said this to the women.
Yeah.
Why? Like there was no context. Imagine making no context memes on Islam. It'll be like so much fun, but you can't.
You can't. You can't. You really can't.
Yeah. But yeah, so these are some examples of how easy it is to make these jokes, but you can't.
Mm.
Like even as someone who is doing, even like a white audience will be scared.
I think they get more scared. Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, we can't do this because it's scary, and I understand that, because like overall empowerment of Islam and protection of Islam is so much because of one simple fact. You make fun of the Jews, you make fun of the Christians. No one is getting killed
Mm.
for that. You make fun of Islam. You know, 2 days later, 1 month later, a year later, something or someone is going to do something which is going to be inherently violent and bad. Like Charlie Hebdo did not happen the next day the cartoons were made. It was like a simmering thing because there were protests happening in Pakistan, in Somalia, in Ethiopia, in India, in every part, in Indonesia, and finally that happened.
Yeah.
So it's a scary thing. Like there is one thing of freedom of speech, but freedom of speech stops at Islam because we have to protect their feelings the most. Because why not? Because all the oil comes from the Saudis and we like Saudis.
Yeah.
Even though their current leader is called MBS. Tell me one good guy who has just initials as name. Every villain in the world
Yeah.
has initials. You don't say the name.
Yeah.
Like, even Voldemort is not a real name.
Yeah.
So MBS is not someone that we can say. Like, even the M in it, imagine the original M being like, yeah, I'm the real guy
Yeah.
behind this. So yeah, that is scary. But it's funny. It's funny because Islam has a lot to offer the comedy world, but unfortunately, we can't take from it.
Cannot. MBS is fun though. He's put on comedy festivals. He's a fun guy. He chops up journalists.
Has a
like,
bone saw.
It's what you've got to do.
Yeah. You need to, if you need to pick a bone with someone, have a bones already.
Absolutely. And those journalists, I mean, you get sick of them sometimes, really.
Yeah, I mean, why would you want a journalist talking about you constantly? It gets tiring.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets exhausting.
Trump would like to do that to some of them.
I mean, Trump. That's why he was like holding hands with him so much during the recent visit, because
Yeah.
he really was like, "Give me some of your germs, man. I need the courage. I don't have the balls because mine don't hang that nicely." And Trump would, if Trump wanted himself to fashion an idea of what he wanted to be as a leader, he would choose all the Middle Eastern dictators and take his powers. Like, it's kind of like that scene from Space Jam where those aliens go and take those powers from those basketball players. Trump would go to Egypt, he would go to Iran, he would go to Saudi Arabia, he would go to Libya when Gaddafi was alive. Where he would take all of those and be like, "Yeah, I'm the dictator." Like, he would actually be a far serious world dictator than General Aladdin, I feel.
Do you not think he's like fun though? I think, aside from all the politics stuff, like he's a fun guy.
He is funny. Like, he is absolutely funny. Like, I was completely okay with him receiving the World Peace Prize just now by FIFA.
From FIFA.
But from FIFA. Like, I was completely okay because he said the thing that I've been saying for a very long time. Call football football. Don't
Yeah.
call it soccer. And he said that in public, in America, in front of all of those American idiots. He deserved a FIFA Peace Prize. Like, I think it's so he deserves everything that is nice in the world, because he gives everyone so much humor
Yeah.
that no one understands. Like, people will miss him when he's gone.
Absolutely. Everyone's gonna be bored after he's gone.
I mean, how boring. Do you remember the Biden years?
Oh my god, boring.
Boring. He was Sleepy Joe. When Trump sleeps, at least it's entertaining.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's a thing. And he has a rag, like, he has an entire like interesting entourage with him as well. I don't know who's Biden's home secretary was. I don't know who's Biden's FBI chief was. I don't know who's Biden even have a secretary of war, like Pete Hegseth. Like, that guy's a legend.
Yeah.
I mean, he's proper, like, you know, like,
Absolutely,
like,
yeah.
he's so you have the GI Joes, and then you have what's the-
Sleepy Joes.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I mean, Kash Patel as well. I thought that was fantastic because now you've got liberals trying to be mean to a poor Indian man as he's being grilled about Epstein files,
That's
and you
just
can just use the race card straight away.
exactly be like, "Oh, you're grilling me because of me,"
Yeah.
and that's
I'm a
true.
proud Indian man.
Exactly.
And Jeffrey Epstein did nothing wrong. Now go away.
Exactly, and they should listen to him, because suddenly he's like, "Oh, so you like Mamdani but not me?" That's
Yeah.
just racist. Because Mamdani is lighter skin tone.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there is no difference. I'm pretty sure Kash Patel eats food from his hand too, because he's from
Yeah.
a poor family. That's what he was brought up with,
Yeah.
eating rice with his hand.
No plates in his house.
Yeah, exactly. Barely any toilets either. So,
No.
like, he
Just
really
a
is.
hole in the ground.
Exactly. He is literally the soul of the earth, because
Yeah.
that's where he lived.
He's Mr. Patel.
Exactly. And who doesn't like a guy named Patel?
Yeah.
Everybody does. It's like Patel is like Raymond for the, you
Yeah.
know, brown people.
It's
Like,
the Dave of.
yeah, exactly. Like, it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, I think Trump deserved the Peace Prize from FIFA, definitely.
I think Mamdani is a bit iffy. I'm a bit iffy on Mamdani
I don't like him.
because he's like he is a religious Muslim as well, and he's like his whole one of his campaign things was like we need to get halal food price down. It's like, what are you campaigning on to be mayor of New York?
Exactly. Like, why do you even care? Like, what is it like? Oh, have you been singled out for that thing that happened against us during the 9/11 thing? Well, who did the thing?
Right.
Look, there are two theories, right? Either is that it was an inside job. The second is it was obviously the factual thing is that 11 people from Saudi Arabia got on a plane, hijacked it, and banged it in, right?
Israel.
And obviously the Jews, because they were on a holiday that day.
Yeah.
So was my uncle, by the way, who was not a Jew.
Right, where is he when 9/11 happened?
He was on a holiday.
I thought you were gonna say he was on a, I thought you were gonna say he's on a plane.
No, he was not on a plane. But yeah, he was working there back then. Uh, Working there.
Right. Yeah, he had a special job.
Exactly, special job in the inside, man. But yeah, it's like it's so weird, man. It's like people, but yeah, Mamdani, again, victim baiting. It's what he ran on. That for 20 years we have been given the side shoe by the West for being the way we are. They get our names wrong. They get do this to us. They do this. You kind of earned it
Yeah.
for doing something extremely horrendous. Like the thing with this is that we, because we're victims now, we can like gain on people's support and empathy, which people chose him because of different things than he thinks that he's chosen for.
Mm.
People didn't choose him because he's a Muslim or he wants Muslim rights or he wants Islamophobia, which I think is the stupidest weird. Like, it's Islamophobia is not equal to anti-Semitism, because anti-Semitism is a real thing. Islamophobia is fake, because nobody hates Muslims until Muslims make sure that they are hated.
Right.
Yeah, you can quote me on that. But,
I think some people will.
yeah.
At the airport one day when you're trying to get back to
Yeah. But like it's what they do. It's like, it's how he became the mayor is mostly because he ran on this idea of like cost cutting, right? That he will bring inflation down. All right, best luck. But the other angles of like this minority thing and all of that, it only works well when there are actual facts around it. Like, is there racism against minorities? It's everywhere. If you're a Christian in Pakistan, you're being discriminated against by the powers that be. If you're a Muslim in the West, you're getting discriminated on by the powers that be. It's mostly because people hate in principle of what they don't understand. And instead of making them understand your culture, your ideas, your thoughts in a nice way, what Muslims do is that they become overly aggressive and they try to go like, this is the only way. Whereas a nicer way would be to be like all cultures, be like, this is how we think. You are free to agree with us or just let us be. But unfortunately, what Muslims do is like, oh, you're going to hell. Like, right to their face. Would anybody like to listen to that?
Probably just the Jews because they're so self-hating.
Exactly. Like, be nice. Like, be nicer. Just not be an asshole. Like, you can believe in anything you want to. Just don't be that person. So what Mamdani does is like, he takes that angle into like, oh, we are being coerced into being singled out, and we can't live the way we want. Which is, I don't know. I don't think anybody has stopped anyone from doing anything.
Yeah.
In New York, of all places. Like, the most liberal free reign city in America has ever done anything to be like, oh, you can't pray in a mosque, or you can't do this, or you can't eat with your hands. Like, nobody gave Mamdani fork and knife and he was eating in his hand, and that be like, that is insane. I mean, yes, some people on Fox News were angry, but Fox News is always angry. So you kind of take that in as well. So my problem essentially is with the extreme left and the extreme right, where both of these angles are trying to go like, we know what's right, whereas nobody knows anything. Shut the fuck up. Just let people live.
Yeah. Let people live.
Yeah.
That was the famous words of Hitler as well.
Exactly.
Just let
That
people
was his ending quote before dying.
Yeah.
Before dying, he
And
said.
his son took over, yeah.
Yes. No, there's a funny. So the funny thing about that was like so in Punjabi, that movie ends with Hitler nu Hitler na mare, te Hitler nahi marda. It translates to, if Hitler does not kill himself, Hitler doesn't die.
Right.
And that is so true.
Oh my god.
So that's how the movie ends.
And you say Pakistan doesn't have a sense of humour.
They don't unintentionally. they have a very good sense of humor. But intentionally, unfortunately, they are as dumb as a doorknob.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, that has been fun.
It's been something.
It's been something. JR, where can people find you?
Nowhere. I'm hiding after
No, wait,
this.
you're hiding. JR will be hiding out and will not be sending his location to anyone ahead of shows he does. But you can see him do comedy
Yeah.
all over the country. You travel everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much everywhere. I'm going to Manchester in a couple of weeks' time. It's like on the 17th, I'm in Manchester. Then before
Oh, this
that,
will be out well after that.
yeah.
So,
So I'm probably like in December, I'm doing a couple of gigs in Manchester and one at Hot Water. And then next year, I think I'll be around different places. I have a few gigs in near London and then other Leicester, where like all the reformists will be there to greet me. So that'll be nice. But apart from that, follow me on my Instagram, which is @JRSharaf, and you'll get more rundown of where I am or where I'm not in the future. That's about it.
sounds fun. Well, thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you for having me. This has been